Welcome, welcome.
How are you, girl?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Sorry, I went live.
I didn't expect you to follow my directions. That's okay.
Come on.
We already expected it.
I'm dyslexic. Give me a break.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, welcome to another episode of Rapping with Repo. We're going to turn the chat off during the interview, and then for the last 10 minutes or so, we'll turn it back on. And if anybody has any questions for Lord, then you can ask the questions then. But let's keep them positive, and because you will get muted and blocked.
Let them ask whatever they want. It's all good. Nobody can offend me. You know that.
I know. I'm very well aware of that.
And I've got a stain on the top, so I'm just going to drop my chain out so you don't see my stain.
Oh, okay. Got my chain out too. All right. So, for you that don't know it, that's in here, he's from the UK.
Yeah.
How long have you been streaming?
I've been streaming for say like 4 years, but I left my job like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I still go back now and then when I needed.
So you don't do streaming full time?
I do now. It's very, like I only go in when they're very busy and they need me, and they help me out so much through my
what kind of work is it?
I was like roofing, building, things like that.
Oh, okay. So you stream full time now, pretty much. That's your main income.
Stream full, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Do you know how many times have you been number one in UK? Do you keep track?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive it's 24.
24? I thought it would be more. I thought it was more because I hear about it all the time, that you're number one.
No, to be fair, we've had like second and third hundreds of times. But like,
have you lived in the UK your whole life?
Yeah.
Do you ever come over to America for anything? Have you been over here?
Never been to America.
Oh, really?
No. I will definitely will come, but when the kids get a bit older, when the kids are a bit older and they can go and enjoy like the theme parks and stuff, who's trolling with bubblegum, then I definitely will come.
Now, what made you start streaming? What made you decide to do that?
To be honest, I didn't even know anything about streaming. I just started making TikToks when it was COVID happened, and it was where everybody was in lockdown. And then, AJ.
Mm-hmm.
I remember AJ, we were messaging after about 6 months because we both had a similar big following. And he just said, have you been live yet? You can make money from it. I said, never even heard of live. Like, what is it? And he said, click live and go. So I went live one day just in my bedroom. And I had like 900 people in the live. And all these gifts were coming in. And on my kid's life, I didn't know it was like the gifts turned into money.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, whoa, what is that? Like, I think the biggest gift at that point was like a legendary. I think it was like just 2K or something like that. It was like this man on a bike came across the screen. And I was like, what are all these gifts? And then at the end of the live, I logged off and I'd made like $50. And I was like, if I can do that 4 times a day, I'll make like $200 a day. Like that, this could be like, because I'd be doubling my work money. I'd be and I was thinking, I could have such a better life doing it, like if I could make that work. So that's how I got into it. I didn't even know I could make money on it at first.
Wow. Now, do you remember like when you first started, do you remember like your first video that went viral?
Yeah.
Because if you were a streamer first starting out, because you have over 4 million followers. How do you get over 4 million followers? What would you tell people?
As if they wanted to get 4 million?
Yeah, I mean, how did you get 4 million followers? Do you believe?
I honestly don't know. It was weird because I've never I know this is going to sound daft, but I never take any notice of like my own, like, we're all our own worst enemy, aren't we, really? Mm-hmm. So I never really picked the good things about myself out. And then when I started making TikToks, everyone was commenting about my eyes and my teeth. And I remember I bought like a shitty little ring light to put on my phone to make it the quality better. And when I put it on, I noticed my eyes for the first time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I got some nice eyes actually. And then that's how everybody just started, like, everybody was just noticing my eyes and stuff. That was it. Like,
so you don't recognize how good looking you are.
I genuinely don't, because what's even worse is if you look at when I first started TikTok to now, I feel like I've changed massively again since then. Leanne, thank you. Do you know what I mean? Like,
So you didn't grow up good looking? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I was ugly. I was like the ugly duckling. I've just aged with. I'm like fine wine, really. I think.
So you get better with age, you're saying?
I think so. Yeah, it's like my dad. My dad's nearly 70, and he's a good looking chap.
Oh, your dad is?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that surprises me. I mean, because
Well,
you know, I guess everybody says that their own worst enemy, but you're like one of the best people looking men I've ever seen in my life.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Now you're not shy about work you've had done either, are you? Tell everybody.
Well, yeah, I don't like. I think, like, I know a lot of blokes that get fucking Botox and stuff, and they don't tell anybody. Like, the scare. I do remember when it was Kirsty I'm with now said to me, like, when we first met, oh, I'm getting Botox. And she was like, lift your eyebrows up, let's see. And I moved, like, lifted my eyebrows up, and she was like, you need Botox, like, laughing. So I remember going, and she took me to this, like, hair studio, and it was just full of women, like, queuing up, like, just like a fucking conveyor belt. And I was like, I'm not getting Botox in front of all these women. And then the next minute, these, like, juice heads started coming in, all these guys with muscles and stuff. And I was like, hey, if they're getting it, I'm getting it. But I remember getting it, and when I walked out, I put my hood up, and I walked out the shop like a dead seedy guy. Like, so I was like, I don't want anybody to see me getting Botox. But now I'm just like, fuck it, go and make yourself feel good, innit?
You're one of the only creators that I watch that you there's like no subject off limit. I mean, you'll talk about anything.
Yeah,
you're very open and just.
Yeah, because the reality of it is, like, these people. I have like 20, 30 people that come in my live every single day. The same people, you know, that are there constantly. So, like, I share so much of my time with them. Why not share my life with them? Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got nothing to hide. I've got no secrets. Like, I'm open and honest. So,
Now, why do you think it is? For me personally, you and Crispy are the two most. They get all the fakes out there, all over TikTok. You know how many fakes I get of you and Crispy almost daily? Why do you think that is? I mean...
I honestly don't know.
It doesn't bother you?
It's got to the point now, like, it did bother me a lot. It used to, because I used to get so worried that people would actually believe it's me. Do you know what I mean? But it got to a point where... I remember my mate Danny, he's my best friend, and he said, oh, I'm not putting up with this anymore. Like, it's going to give you a bad reputation. And I said, all right, well, you do something about it then. Like, I've tried, I give up. And he was like, you can't just give up. You got to help these, like, women understand that, you know, and they're spending money. And I remember after about 3 weeks, he had messaged loads of people on Facebook off the fake accounts, you know, like to say it's a fake Lord and this, that, and the other. And in the end, after 3 weeks, he messaged me and he said, I give up. Fuck it. If they're that, like, they still wouldn't believe him. After he had said, you know, like, they're all fake accounts that you're talking to. And in the end, he just said, leave them be. You're never going to control it. Like, there's a Facebook account with 800, I think it's 500,000 or 800,000 followers. It's not even me.
Yeah, because I almost daily I hear you say, we're not talking. We're not talking.
It, like, don't, like, that is annoying that I have to keep repeating myself. And, like, I wouldn't mind, but this is what makes me question if I am good looking or not. Because the women in my inbox that actually believe we're in a relationship.
Well, I know what you're saying, but I know what you're saying. It's women that would not. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's just common sense to me. It's common sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's too good to be true, it's a lie. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not being nasty, but I sit there openly and tell people I'm in a relationship. I got kids. Like. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got.
But you're not married, correct?
I'm not married. No.
Do you not believe in marriage?
I just feel like because we've got kids now, like I feel like adding like a contract in there as such is just a recipe for disaster. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's only
if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, like I feel like it's not gonna. I feel like spending money on a wedding and writing our names on a piece of paper. Like, what actually does it bring? What does it? I know, I get that it's security or like I know that a lot of females want to get married and it's a dream, and I probably will get married one day, but I feel like right now, what extra is it going to bring to our lives? Like, I just don't see it doing anything. Do you know what I mean? Right now. So,
Now, obviously your girlfriend and your kids never been know you stream. Do they ever watch your streams?
my girlfriend does. My girlfriend watches them a lot of the time, I think. But she used to watch them a lot of the time, but I think she got to the point where she was just like, well, it's the same old, like, not the same old. I mean, I think she finds it frustrating, when it's like, oh, are we messaging on apps? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? So in the end, she was like, I know none of it's true. So what's the fucking...
So why follow it?
Yeah, why follow it? She said it just pisses me off. So not pisses her off to an like that. I just mean, she's like, how do you enjoy a live when you're constantly being asked the same questions?
Right.
So that's why I try not to bother with them anymore, because like I'll answer like 1 in 20 because it just gets too repetitive.
Yeah. What advice would you give a streamer that's just starting out now?
Just enjoy, just be you. Just don't pretend to be somebody you're not. Don't, like, just enjoy yourself. And if you are an idiot and you are a joker, then be that idiot and a joker on live. Like, don't mask who you are, and don't try and be somebody you're not to impress people. Like, if you want to be a fool, you want to be funny, you want to talk shit, do it. Like, don't look at somebody else and try and copy them, because it's never going to work. And if you are just starting out, like, I think I'd hate to be starting out now as a streamer, because everybody's, I feel, has built a big community already. So I feel like if you are going to start out now, you'd have to put 10 hours a day in, I think. Like, to constantly be
right.
Like,
or come up with something so totally unique,
Yeah, totally unique to grab the attention of the viewers. I feel like, I don't move with the times, me. That's what, like, I'm an old school type of person. Like, I don't like new technology. Like,
I can tell that by your content. It's a lot of the same stuff over and over.
Yeah, that's what, like for me, just stick with what you know. Stick with what works.
That's true, very true.
But I am trying to, like, I've just set up live studio now with the camera and the mic and stuff like you've got, but with the using a camera. And I want to change my background, because I feel like if your background can attract somebody, even if they're not interested in the battles, you might grab somebody's attention for 20 more seconds. Do you know what I mean? And 20 more seconds could make somebody follow you and then think, oh, you know what? I'll come back tomorrow for this. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I've got to start changing, because at the end of the day, it is my job.
Right.
So to just think, oh, the same background, the same shit's going to work every day, it isn't. People are going to get bored.
Now, where did the Lord come from? What did you pick Lord for?
I never watched the Kardashians, by the way, but Lord Dermott?
Scott Disick, yep.
Yeah, I think he's a clown.
Come on, you watch the Kardashians. I watch the Kardashians.
I have 3 sisters. They've watched it, but no, I don't watch it. But I just remember seeing loads of clips of him on Instagram, like all the funny things he was saying. I was like, I like that guy, because he didn't care. Even with their family, he would say it how it is, and I'm like that.
Yeah,
and I was like, I really like that dude. So I was like, Lord Dermott, Lord Dermott. It's got a ring to it, so I just called myself Lord. And then me missus got me the Lord. He paid for me to have a title of Lord like 4 or 5 years ago.
Now, what would you do if TikTok going away tomorrow? What would you do? You think?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, obviously there is other platforms to stream from, but I always say, like, I'm one of the oldest streamers out of everybody, like, in the groups or whatever that I'm in. So I don't know. I try and set up a business. The only problem is I'm not intelligent enough. I was nearly going to say clever enough. I had to think of a word to use then.
You don't consider yourself intelligent enough to start a business?
Yeah, like for me, I don't just want to set up a business selling fucking water bottles or something like, bang average. I'd want to start something that was totally different. And that's my thing. Like, I always shoot for the stars. or aim for the stars, whatever the fucking saying is. I don't know. And I'd rather just try and go the whole way. And if it fails, it or flops. But I don't just want an idea to jump stations. I'd rather just go in at the deep end.
You wouldn't just move over to another app?
I would give an app another go. But like I say, I mean, I'm 37. I don't want to be sat here I don't want to be battling like I'm battling now in 10 years' time. Like, I'm going to have a whole full head of grey hairs in 10 years. So who the fuck's going to come and gift me in 10 years' time? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It would be something that I'd have to think about. I don't know. I am in talks of trying to start an agency in America. So I honestly don't know.
Do you think you would do as well if you were in America? Because everybody talks about the UK ranks and the American ranks. They're so different.
I honestly believe if I was on the American ranks, I'd do 5 times better. Because like, if you think about it, like 90% of my gifters are from America, and I'm on the UK rank. So if you have a big gifter shooting for you, and then they go to the ranks in the UK, there's no real competition or whatever. Whereas if you're a big gifter, which I'm sure, like, you're a big gifter on this app, you're a huge gifter. So what I mean is, if you were gifting Crispy, and then he was number 2, and then number 1 was 500k ahead, you'd go into number 1's live just to be nosy. Do you know what I mean? Like, the big gifters or the gifters, any gifter, is always going to somebody else's live above that person to check on them. Do you get me? Like, it's just constant.
Well, I've never done that. I wouldn't do something like that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, you're always out there in America. Like, if I was on the ranks and I was number 10, you never know. Like, you could get somebody shooter from number 12 or 1 or whatever just clicking on you. And I don't feel like I get that. What's the word? I was waiting for somebody to write it in the chat, but it's off. Like, what's the word called? Like, I'm not getting seen. What's that word, though?
What are you saying?
Like, I feel like I'm not getting the
recognition.
Yeah, not recognition. What's the other word, though? I don't find. Anyway, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I just feel like I don't get seen enough to how I should be. Danny's just texted me. There's something to say what the word is.
Yes, you probably did too.
Exposure.
There you go. Exposure. Thank you. It's probably driving her nuts. We couldn't say it.
You didn't know it either.
I didn't know it either. I'm like, what's he talking
that's
about?
What I mean. I feel like if I was on the American ranks, I'd get way more exposure, way more people coming in, stuff like that. Which it doesn't bother me because I still do well. But yeah, I do believe if I was in America, I'd do a lot better.
So if they got rid of TikTok in America, you said 90% of your team's from here.
Yeah, I'd have to go to another app.
So what do you like to do when you're not streaming?
I play golf.
I would not have pictured you as a golfer.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
That surprises me.
Yeah, I am pretty good at it.
Do you work out a lot?
No.
Never.
Like, I've started to again now, but I see, like, for me, I'm not lazy, but I want to see results like tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I want to go to the gym today, wake up and be like fucking the Hulk. And it's never, so after like a month, I'm just like, what's the fucking point?
So you don't have patience?
No, I don't have patience. Like, I have the least amount of patience.
That's why you go to a doctor instead of a gym.
That's true.
At my age, I just don't have time. I got to go to a doctor at this point.
So, do I get to ask you any questions, or is this all about
Absolutely
me?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, so the end of I have a little game, okay?
Okay.
It's called, all you have to do is answer you have or you have not.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Have you ever drunk dialed an ex? Before, your girl now.
Yeah. I probably have.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever met somebody famous?
Yes, Conor McGregor.
Have you ever used someone else's toothbrush?
I have. That actually makes you want to balk thinking about it.
Have you ever broken a bone?
My big toe.
Have you ever worn something out of the dirty laundry?
Yes.
My goodness. All right, so now we're going to turn the chat on, see if anybody has any questions
Okay, perfect.
for Lord. Let's keep it respectful, though.
No, this has been fun. I've enjoyed it.
All right, anybody in the chat have any questions for Lord?
Oh, whatever. Ask away.
Why do you call yourself Team Embarrassed?
Because I had an absolute meltdown one day. Like, complete.
Yesterday? No. Just
No,
kidding.
you've seen a few crash outs. but
I've seen
one
a
day-
few.
One day I fucking lost my shit with everybody. I logged off, told everybody to go themselves, logged off. And then I remember sitting back in my office and I was like, I gotta get back on. This is fucking, I can't do that. And like I waited 10 minutes, got back on. I was like, right, I'm sorry. And then we just started kicking around and I said, we'll just call ourselves Team Embarrassed because we don't put up any points. We don't have a team. We have no teamwork. Everybody's embarrassing. So that's how the name comes.
But me, myself, I like that in a creator because I don't want to, I believe they're super fake if you're always happy, rainbows, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I like to see their emotions when they're upset, when they're mad, when they're,
We're all human.
makes it more real.
Yeah, we're all human. And like, we all, like at the end of the day, the reality of it is if we're having a shit day and like, whatever, like the difference is if anybody has a shit day who doesn't stream, they can just go and sit at home or sit in an office with nobody to talk to and enjoy a shit day on their own. Whereas we have a shit day in front of hundreds of people and it's tough sometimes. You know what I mean?
All right, we got a few questions. Okay.
He screams.
They're
at
going
us.
quick. Is your blacklist full?
Yes, I can't block anybody else. I have to go back through the list and unblock people to
Do you know what the number is? How many people can you block? Do you know what the
I
number is?
honestly have no idea. I reckon it's thousands.
Do you have a favorite creator you like to battle? Do you have a favorite on the app that you look forward to battling all the time?
If I'm being honest, if you want the truth, and this is no cap, Crispy's one of my favorites. And it's what's crazy is me and Crispy had a row like 2 years ago. We fell out, and then we ended up making up. And honestly, I'm so glad we did because he's one of the funniest and like genuinely real. I really fuck with Crispy now. Like do you know what I mean?
I like you guys on the screen together. I really do. You guys have such a good, playful dynamic. It's almost like, when you find someone to co-host on a talk show together, you guys would be great.
Yeah, I feel like when Crispy's crashing out, I can make him laugh to enjoy the crash out. And when I'm crashing out and I see him laugh, I can't help but laugh because he's crashing, like he's trying to stop me crashing out.
Correct.
I love Bubba. Like Bubba as well. Bubba's a great one for sure. Like when I do, when I share the screen with Bubba, we have a great time.
Have you ever blocked a level 50 gifter?
Level 50 gifter, no, but I've blocked a 47, I think. Easy Tiger, what up, big dog? To be honest, I have blocked 2 people that are now nearly level 50s. But
Anybody else have any other questions? You got a lot.
dog.
I don't know if you see all these, but you got a lot of people in here asking to be unblocked.
I can't see the comments because they're blocked.
Yeah, that's right.
Comments.
No, we already yelled at him and said, please don't ask to be unblocked.
Crystal, what do you mean by that, Crystal? Is there a creator you regret not you regret? Is that what you mean?
Oh, not sharing the screen with. Like, is there a creator that you wish you could share the screen with but won't with you?
Not really. Not really. No. I mean, I've shared the screen with a few people.
Do you pretty much battle the same people every day?
Yeah, which is probably one of my downfalls, really, because I don't get myself out there enough. I just don't like with me, because like I say, I'm old school. I just keep myself to myself. Like I get into a comfortable routine, and I'm happy with that. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm happy with where I am and the people I battle and stuff like that. Like I do feel like I need to get myself out there more, but I just hate that small talk.
Right.
Hi, how are you? What do you know what I mean? Like I fucking hate it.
Courtney wants to know, where'd Courtney's things go? She wants you to name 10 people that are in your live all the time from your own team. She wants you to name 10 of them.
Wow.
Does she not think you know your name?
Okay. Fucking Courtney. Courtney, Shauna, Mama Emily, Losana, Christina, Danny T, Kath, Anne-Marie. I need 2 more. Leanne. And fuck. I'm gonna say Summer.
Somebody said Nat.
Nat as well. Nat, yeah. I mean, Nat's new. Nat's new to the team. She's an OG now. But I'm talking. No, when I said OGs, I meant like people that have been coming. Them same people have been coming for like 3 years. Do you know what I mean? Like them people have been coming for 3.
Kat says she's proud of you.
Yeah, I can name them. Like if we're talking about new people, then there's 20 people on that list, 20, 30 people that come in the list every day. But if you're talking about OGs that have been coming in for 3 years, then they're the 10 people, you know.
Becky, you've been in there 2 years? All right, do we have any more questions for Lord?
See, you know I know. Yeah, like obviously, I know this is gonna sound like people might go cap here, but regardless of being a gifter or not, like a few of them people that I mentioned, them don't really gift. They're just OGs that come in every day, and do you know what I mean? And they have done for years. But obviously, I class everybody the same, whether you can gift or not.
Somebody asked why you don't battle females. You don't battle any females?
No, I battle Sadie, and I'll battle females in when there's 4 of us. But for me, I just like, I don't know, because I respect my missus. It's not that she'd ever get jealous or I'd do anything wrong. But I just look at it from the other way round. If I was to go on her live and she's battling a good-looking guy or whatever, I'd just be like, I don't know, not ever worried, but I just feel like I don't need to put her under any of that stress. Like she's asleep when I'm live. So if at night when she's asleep and somebody messages her some stupid comment and she asks me about it, like she's only going to ask me.
So if you're female and you want to battle Lord, you have to be fat and ugly. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
No, because I'll battle anybody in a 4-way. Because then it takes the pressure away from that one-on-one shit. Do you know what I mean? Like it takes that.
That's good.
So I don't mind doing it in a 4-way or doubles, but when it's one-on-one, I just feel like take the pressure away. There's no need to create drama that doesn't need to be created.
Exactly.
So
it's very respectful.
That's the only reason why. It's not because I don't trust myself or she's told me not to. I just think like. And plus, I also think as well, like, if I'm being honest, would I gain anything from battling at, like, female? Like, I'd have to go through the same. I don't even like meeting new guys to battle.
Right.
Imagine how awkward I'd be with a female. Like,
yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it.
So I'd just rather not put myself in that position.
Well, I really thank you for coming on and doing this for me.
No, listen, honestly, I appreciate what you do for not just me, but a lot of streamers on this app.
For anybody that doesn't know it, I say this all the time to people. I have like a love-hate relationship with Lord. I like to beat the crap out of him, but then I like to go show him love afterwards. We have an abusive relationship.
No, it's definitely abusive. I remember you taking my streak with 867. You shot 867.
Hey, that was a long time. Let it go.
Yeah, to take my
Let it
streak,
go.
and they came in and sent me lions and unis and was like, I was bored.
Didn't the counselor tell us to let things go in the past?
Hey, no, well, let me say something. Seriously, right? No glazing or no nothing, but you are like, you are an amazing person. One of the most generous people on the app. And what you do for not just me, but for other streamers and Crispy's team and a lot of teams, like, honestly, you're fucking amazing. And
Thank you. I appreciate
not
that.
many people like you on the app that does what you do and shoots for so many people and expects nothing back.
I don't need it back.
So I know, no, I know you don't, but like, I just want to thank you and just say, like,
No, I enjoy the app doing that for people and.
I know you do, and that's what I mean. Like, you're a blessing yourself to the app. I just want you to know that, you know.
We don't shoot when we see Repo in the bubbles.
Yeah, that's facts, bro.
Oh no!
I know. As soon as I see your bubble show, we're fucked. I'm like, there's no point now. Just wait till the next game.
All right. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for doing it. And everybody, the interview will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, Rapping with Repo, so you can watch it later. All right. Thank you, Lord.
Well, Repo, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me on your show, for real. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll see you in the.
You said you're not coming in tonight. You said you're not coming in tonight. Hey, I'll see you later.
Okay, bye. Oh my goodness, there we go. Whew, thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. It was fun. I knew he would be fun. And don't forget, it'll be uploaded to my Rapping with Repo YouTube channel. Thank you. And I will, thank you guys. And I know, I told him, you know what I gotta do. All right. I'll see you guys later.